Hello, I'm Chrissy Seaton. This is part 2 of Noahide Laws, Fact or Fiction. In part 1, we talked about Psalm 117 and its reference to the times of Mashiach. And I explained to you that it comes from this book of Psalms. You will see here 117, the Hebrew, and then the English, and then down here we have a explanation for those words, and that's where the information came from. I'll just start talking a little bit more about that word force when we finished up in part 1. So this force is this spiritual awareness, this spiritual acceptance and activation on our part that we will serve God. Remember at Mount Sinai, God gave the 10 Commandments to the Jewish nation, and he reiterated the existing seven Noahide laws for all mankind, both Jews and Gentiles alike. So we then, somewhere along the way in our journey, we've fallen away. We've lost that desire, that force within to keep those divine commandments. You know, the Jewish people said at Sinai, when God gave them the 10 Commandments, they said, "We will accept and we will learn." They didn't say, "Oh, wait a minute, explain this. We want to know what sort of a deal we're getting into first. What's, we want to look at the contract first before we take this on ourselves." No, they said, "We accept your contract, God, and we will learn. We will learn about this contract and abide by it." And I think we have to, as Gentiles, Noahides, we have to get back to that basics and say that we will accept this. And this is what's going to happen in the time of Mashiach. Those who have never heard of the 7 Noahide laws or have and have abandoned them, people who have gone off into various other religions, etc., they're going to start realising, something in the grey matter is going to say, woo, we need to review this. So that's going to be that good force within us that's going to lead us to follow those 7 divine commandments from God. Just remember also that Adam was given 6 of the Noahide commandments, and nobody followed those very well. And then the flood came and the world was destroyed. Then Noah, the righteous man Noah, was given the 7th commandment. So the world hasn't done too well with those either, has it? When we think about it. When you think about the world today and you turn on the news in your living room each night and you hear all these dreadful things, and people today are, how shall I put it, they're a slave to their own impulses. They have an impulse to do this, so they do it. They have an impulse to do that, so they do it. They bought a new car 2 years ago. No, I need to get another one now. There's nothing wrong. Everywhere we look, there is this impulse, this desire to satisfy my impulses, to the point where we now have groups of people deciding that a child can decide its gender in lower primary school. It just baffles the mind. What chaos is this world in now at the moment? So we have to centre ourselves. We have to get back to basics. So we of us who are Noahides or are thinking about becoming Noahides, we have to find that force within us. We have to transcend and become above those impulses. We have to accept the path of God and follow his commandments. And that power will increase within us. It's going to be your ability to understand about the importance and the blessings that come with the 7 Noahide commandments. It's going to be about leading others to that light, explaining to them why you're a Noahide, what the Noahide laws are about. So we have to turn that force over and over within us so that our light shines to other people, so that we can help others understand. And the more we do that, the sooner Mashiach will come. So we need to look at those definitions of what that force is within us. And some of us might think at times, oh, I don't know if I could do that, I don't know if I could say that. But until you actually draw on God's blessings and use those blessings to further his works and his wishes, you're never going to know what you're capable of doing. You have to understand that you have this dynamic power within yourself because you have that gift from God. He gives you that dynamic energy, that vigor, that self-compulsion to do the right thing and to follow the laws. So it's like an energy, an endless energy. And when you're on the right path and you're walking in Hashem's light, it is very easy to do. It really is. So what we need to be doing now is living our life according to the 7 Noahide commandments, but also sharing that light with people. When people ask you about it, explain to them what it is. Dispel these horrible myths and conspiracy theories, which are absolutely baseless, and show them the facts. What are the facts about the 7 Noahide commandments? That's the important thing that I want you to think about and to do. I've enjoyed talking to you, and we will have part 3 in the next video. Bye for now.